In this video, we're now going to be talking about gateways. So what exactly are gateways, per se? So, to sum it up, gateways are makeshift portals in which we as magicians could use to access the astral realm, and vice versa. Spirits can also come out of the gateways to access this earthly plane. And when you're going about trying to access these gateways, you may notice that they may tend to take on specific appearances. Like, they could look like the door of your house. They could look like the stereotypical energetic vortex that most would portray in movies. And these energetic gateways could vary in size. It could be as large as a football field. It could be as tiny as a baseball, which is about, actually I should say a little bit bigger than a baseball, I'm sorry. Which is about this big. And interestingly enough, although these do count as portals, there are differences. See, with a gateway can be made. Actually, both of them can be made, I'm sorry. Both portals and gateways can be made. But in terms of power and stability, I would say portals, such as like the Devil's Triangle and the Bermuda Triangle, which is off the coast of Florida, has a much more stronger and stable frame as opposed to a makeshift gateway. And you can usually access specific gateways, like there are daytime gateways, nighttime gateways, nature gateways, etc., etc. And we are going to be demonstrating 2 examples of gateways. So what I have here are these pictures that we will be using. This one will be for necromancy, and of course this one will be for air. These right here count as pictorial gateways, because although you can access gateways within specific spots and specific times, day or night, sometimes we do not have the resources in order to formally access these gateways. So what we usually would do in this circumstance is that we would tend to have like a specific talisman if we work with a specific kind of spirit, and we can access their world via entering this portal, or entering the talisman, I should say. And then there are pictures that you can use, like pictures of a lovely garden or an actual cemetery. If you want to acquire information, if you want to gain certain astral treasures, astral weaponry per se, maybe even certain grimoires from death realms, the possibilities are quite endless. And so, for this first example, we're going to be doing one of air first. So, just as we would do with sigils, we're just going to go ahead and, let me go ahead and show you one more time, just for context. So this is the gateway that we're going to be using. I'll leave it here for a moment so you can get a good look at it. Okay. So you can go ahead, you can feel free to follow along with me. If you need to pause the video and then take a quick picture of it. Now, in a similar fashion to the way we opened up a sigil when doing standard evocation, that's essentially what you're going to be going for. So, you hold the picture right in front of you, and you're just going to be lightly staring at it. concentrating your energy. Feel free to shake out if you need to, do some stretching. Get all relaxed, do some deep breathing. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we're just going to go ahead and lightly stir at it. And unlike summoning forth a spirit, it's going to create these ripples all across the pages, all across the page. And it's going to create that portal for us to travel through. Okay. We're going to be traveling into the world of air. Lightly stir at it till it starts to flash or it starts to vibrate within your hand. But what we are looking for are ripples. Okay. My vision is already starting to fade in and out. And I could already start to see the ripples on the pages. On the page, I should say, I'm sorry. And when this happens, kind of close your eyes. Relax your body. And allow your spirit to enter in. Similar to how you're diving into a pool. There we go. I can already start to feel that breakage from between my body and my spirit start to sink into the page. Okay, I'm in now. So what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing all of these clouds in a somewhat similar fashion to what they depict heaven to look like. A bunch of fluffy white clouds. And there are these spirits that look somewhat avian-like, bird-like creatures. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and interact with one of them. Okay. This one's name is Safalu. What is this realm of air? Okay, he's saying that this is the realm of birds. And he looks in a mixture between a very colorful cockatoo from the waist up, and from the waist down, it's quite human. So he has the upper torso of a bird and the lower torso of a man. And he stands around 8 feet tall with these red, vibrant feathers that have a bit of an iridescent rainbow glow about them. And he has these very soft green eyes and this long beak, like a toucan's beak. Okay. And what do you specialize in, for the record? Interesting, but not entirely surprising. He specializes in flight, in being able to do something that's out of a fiction book character. When I'm being able to levitate and stuff, he can show the magician how to do this. Okay. Oh, great. He's saying that he's wanting to guide us through the astral realm, all without me having to ask. Usually I would have to ask for spirits to guide me through specific realms and whatnot, but he's offering to do it. He's very nice. Okay. Okay, he's asking me what I'm looking for. Let's just say that we're looking for treasure. Now we're both flying through these clouds, these fluffy white clouds, in search of treasure. And by far and wide, I could also see other avian creatures that look just like Safulu, flying all about the astral realm, or the realm of air, I should say, that he's in. And now we've come to a white fortress that we're touching down on. And now we're entering into this fortress. We're crossing a threshold that looks somewhat resemblant of a Catholic church, with all these tinted glasses and stuff. And as we're crossing this corridor, he's leading me into a room. And this room is very large, very extravagant. It somewhat bears a strong resemblance to an armory of such. And all across there, I could see these wings. And he's telling me that with these particular wings, they tend to cause an effect that the wearer, when in possession of these wings, are able to flap these wings in a similar fashion to a bird, just like this. And what it's going to do, it's going to create gusts of air. But not just any air, magical air, and it's going to manifest whatever the wearer wants. Whether this is love, whether this is wealth, and it could also be destruction. And when doing so, it'll cause this kind of glittery this kind of glittery gust of air just to shoot out and cause a very fast reaction to it. So let me go ahead, and he's telling me to select one. Okay. I kind of like the blackish purplish one. I'm gonna go ahead and take those. Okay, so I'm slipping them on now. These wings, basically, they're fitting over my whole entire arm. If you've ever heard of the story of Icarus, those are those kind of wings and whatnot, like those long eagle wings that just wrap around your arm and such. Okay. And he's telling me that these wings are of the death current. No surprise there. And they could be used for baneful practices. Okay. So, before I go, I'm going to go ahead and ask him for a sigil to this place, to the realm of birds, as he calls it, and also for a sigil about himself. Safulu, if I ever need to call on you again, can you give me a sigil in order to do so? Okay. And what about to the realm of birds? Can you also give me a sigil for that one as well? Interesting. He's telling me that I don't need a sigil to call out to the realm of birds. All that would need to occur is that I call out to them and meditate, and all of a sudden I'll just be transported there. Okay? Not exactly what I was expecting, but we'll go ahead and go with it. And you will find out this too, that with specific realms, spirits would often tell you just to call out to it. Okay. Goodbye, Safulu. It was nice meeting you. I'm going to go back into my body now. He says farewell in a very cheerful voice. Okay, that was quite exhilarating. Now let me go ahead and write down my findings. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Safulu first and write down his sigil. Okay, which is very odd for a bird to have this kind of a sigil, or any kind of bird-like spirit, but we'll go ahead and go with it. And I do apologize, I cannot draw fire very well. But I shall try. Okay. Go ahead and write down his description. Oh, this is quite surprising. He came back to also tell me something else, that he can also help in speedy manifestations, which isn't surprising, considering what he just got done showing us. Go ahead and write down his name. Fu, capital F. Thank you, Sefulu. I now give you license to depart. Yeah, of course, you'll be seeing me again. Okay, bye. Thank you for your help. Okay, sorry about that. He was wondering if he'd be able to see me again. And you as well. Okay, so this is what his sigil and his description is. Okay, and let me go ahead and write down something else too, because he told me that he wasn't able to give out a sigil per se, but to contact the realm of birds by just speaking the name out and meditating on it. So let me go ahead and write that realm down. Okay. All right. And this is going to lead us into our next demonstration. Which is going to be necromancy. And with the last one, I really didn't have a specific area that I wanted to dive into when doing the Realm of Air. But if you're one of those who wants to be more specific on where you land up or where you go into the astral realm, you can. Me personally, I just didn't have a set expectation on where I want to travel within the Realm of Air. So it just kind of put me somewhere. Or I should say somewhere random. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this picture. I'll give it another minute. Okay. Now, this one we will be doing something more specific. We're going to be doing, let's see, dead treasures. Sorry about that. So, just like we did with the last demonstration, we're going to be lightly gazing into this picture. And with these pictures, you can customize your intention so you don't wind up in a random astral realm like I did. Okay, so same way, we're just going to be lightly staring at it. If you need to shake out, you can. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, let's get started. And again, what we're looking for is ripples as we're gazing into this picture here. I'm gazing for light ripples and for it to either fade in and out of focus or for it to start vibrating. Okay, my vision's already fading in and out of focus. And I could already start to see the ripples. And my mind's already starting to fade there. Okay, I'm in. Immediately, I'm already greeted with all of these zombie-like figures. Some wearing cloaks, some are completely naked. And there's this one that has this particular jewel embedded right here in his forehead. And his name is King Asabu. Asabu, can you lead me to treasures? Okay. And just like with the other one, he's taking me to a fortress, somewhat resembling like a Transylvanian castle, if you will. Okay. And we're walking through this long black corridor with red carpeting. And he's leading me into this treasury room where I could find these black golden coins. I know that's a contradiction, but the material is gold, but it's black in color. Okay. Wonderful. And he's allowing me to select this staff that is made from a death tree of all things, is what he's telling me. Okay. And he's telling me that I could use this death staff to cause all sorts of manifestations using death essence. Okay, very interesting. Thank you, King Asabu. And if I ever need to call on you, what would be the sigil that you would want me to call you by? Okay. He said with a skull with a golden tooth, but we're going to go ahead and draw it for simplicity. Okay. And what is this particular realm called before I go? Okay. Interesting. Thank you, King Asabu. I'm going to be leaving now. He said with a very solemn farewell. Okay, so let's see if we can draw out the skull. You're gonna have to forgive me, I'm not very good at drawing skulls. Okay, so there's not really much of a description about him, other than he's a dead king, and he happens to happens to specializes in wealth. Aside from what he looks like he looks every bit of what a king would look like, but except he has a black crown on top of his head, a skull face, and he has this Victorian reddish black outfit on with red shoes and a red chest piece on him. Okay, so he is a king of wealth. Oh, and he also has this one green jewel in the middle of his forehead. And he is from the realm of the dead. Okay, I said realm of the dead, and I took a necromantic staff, which I could use within my manifestation processes and stuff like that, using death essence to destroy obstacles and such. Okay. So, let's see. So just for context, he seems to be from Spain per se, because I could see that although he didn't have any skin, he has this mustache that kind of curves upward. And as I'm saying this, I could hear him say that he is indeed from Spain. Okay, so he happens to be from Spain. He's giving a little bit more context. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and rewrite this down. So, because he's giving me a lot more information now, because I could hear him from behind me. So, he is a king of wealth and an undead a Spanish king. From the time of the conquistadors. He was saying that he inevitably he touched cursed treasure because he was part of that group of the conquistadors from Cortez's group. And he touched Aztec treasure and he became a Death Lord that way. Okay, so let me go ahead and reread this. A king of wealth and an undead lord. A Spanish king from the time of the conquistadors. He touched Aztec treasure and transfigured into a Death Lord, is what he told me. And the way that you can contact his specific realm of the dead is that you can call out to him and he'll guide you in, or you can call out to the realm itself, which is just an aspect of the realm of the dead, just by meditating on treasures and stuff like that and focusing your intention on it, and your astral body will your astral body will naturally get there. All this air element or whatnot somehow manifested wind. All things. Okay, and here is his information. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Until next video.